Unique New York. Unique New York.
It sounded like you said that wrong at first.
I probably did.
Unique. I think I said it right. All right.
New York.
Shut up.
Welcome back to Odds of War. Today we've got an awesome battle report featuring the Orks versus the Harlequins.
Yeah.
Ah, intruders. They would dare walk upon the land that houses our webway gate? Ha ha ha! Let us show them the power that we possess.
Tim, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a while since you've been on the channel.
It has been.
Last time you brought the dastardly Custodes.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, this time you're
love those guys.
bringing some elven kind.
Ooh.
Yes.
I am the Eldar man on the channel. I think Custodes are probably just Eldar.
They're just human Eldar.
Golden armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the elves. You know, they're fast and they're lithe and they're acrobatic, which is like the opposite of me. So I really dig them in most things. So yeah, the Harlequins are really cool. They're super fast.
Super quick.
You can declare a charge 18 inches out and then roll 3d6. So they're basically human missiles, which is really neat. And they all got little pistols, so they can shoot you. Sideways, of course, they're going to hold it.
Of course,
sideways,
right. Gangster style.
Yeah, always.
It's a kill shot.
Yeah.
That's a kill shot.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyway, so the list is pretty simple. It's you can do a Harlequin army with a box of Harlequins, which is nice. You get 6 of them in the box. It's
Which is what this is.
Yeah. It's just a box
Actually,
of Harlequins.
may I interrupt you for just a moment?
Oh yeah.
Guys, we're about to delve into the lists, what we're taking, why we're taking it, all that stuff. If that's not your bag, you can just look down in the description below and you'll see our lists down there. And you'll also find some timestamps that you can just take straight to the battle if that's more your thing. But if you're still with us, then that means you want to hear about this.
Yeah. So the list consists of a leader, of course. He's got the Neuro disruptor pistol, which is a strength 4, AP minus 3, D3 damage, I want to say, something like that.
Good.
12 inches. And he's got the Harlequin's Embrace. And forgive me if I've misnamed some of these because they all sound very similar, but I believe the Embrace that he has is the strength +1, so strength 4, AP minus 3, 1 damage.
Yeah.
1.
Which, of course, when we get into the game, we'll double check all these and make sure we have the right things.
I'm pretty sure that's what he has. So that's his loadout. Then we got 3 specialists. I've got they've all got the same loadout. So they got a Shuriken pistol and a Harlequin's Kiss, which is the strength 4, AP minus 1, D3 damage 1.
Excellent.
And then in there we've got a medic, we've got a zealot, and we've got a veteran. So the veteran, of course, to move up. The medic is nice because he can do the stim shot stratagem.
That stim shot stratagem is really nice.
And it's got the 3d6 charge, so 3d6 plus 1. It's, you're just basically shooting him up and just a clown just frothing at the mouth and then just leaping over a building and in your face.
Well, what I like to imagine about that, right? So a lot of the Harlequin stuff, like it's all like shimmery and hallucinogenic. And that's what I like to think there with the medic is that's what's happening is he's shooting up his compatriot with like hallucinogenic stuff, and he's like, whoa!
So those are the 3 specialists. And then the zealot, of course, he's going to be hitting pretty hard once he gets into combat. And then
and then the zealot is strength 4 with his weapon.
Right, so strength 5 on a charge.
And
5 attacks. I think the Harlequins have 4 attacks base, so 5 attacks on a charge. So yeah, very nice.
Yes.
6 if he gets juiced up, so pretty gross. And then I have 2 non-specialists, and they are the ones with the fusion pistols, just to kind of spread out the threats a little bit. So the fusion pistol, of course, is the Melta pistol. So if I get within 3 inches, it's 2d6 picking the higher damage.
Which, judging by the charge ranges and things like that, you'll be within 3 quickly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
imagine.
yeah. And they, for their melee weapon, have the Harlequin's Caress, I believe it's called, which is the strength +2, so strength 5, AP -2, 1 damage.
Yeah, yeah. So you've actually, with this list, you've done a really good job of spreading out the threats because it might be initially more tempting to go for the specialists.
Right.
But yeah, with strength 5 weapons, and then the pistols there, which are strength 8, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, strength 8, AP minus doesn't matter.
Doesn't
AP minus your
1
your
or
armor.
better.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone has some sort of multi-damage weapon on them, either shooting or in combat. Plus, these guys, I've played them before you so graciously painted them up, just to try to test them out a while ago. And it's awesome because they just ignore the movement rules of the game.
Yes.
It's like, I'm going to start them. Right, they have the flip belts so they can move over cover and people as if they weren't there. And then they can charge the 3d6. So basically it's like, I'm behind a building over here, you're over here, and I just get to you. Yeah. You can't even see me.
Yeah.
So it's hilarious. I really like them. So we'll see. I think the problem with them, and we'll see how it plays out, is that they have a 4-up save. It's an invulnerable save, but it's just 4-up, right? So it's literally a flip of a coin to see, which kind of plays into the whole thing with the Harlequins anyway, with that game of chance.
Right.
But just a 4-up save on a T3 model, and then it's just 1 wound. So typically, at least what I've seen when I've like play tested the Harlequins, is they get to you quickly, they hit you hard, and then they die, basically.
Yeah, well, and then that's that point where you have to hope that they hit hard enough in that first contact to lock it in.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited.
Awesome. And just to mention these guys, you so graciously donated them to the channel because you were like, well, I'm never going to paint them.
Right. Yeah. It's just, so armor is a totally different thing to paint than cloth.
Yeah.
Armor, it's got this plating, so you can put the wash on it and just, makes it look better just instantly with the wash almost. With the cloth on the Harlequins, there's it's all smooth surfaces. So really you have to put the patterns on it to make it interesting looking.
Right. And so I painted these guys up. So they're going to live here, and in the future, if anyone joins and they're like, I want to play the Harlequins, they'll be able to pilot the Quins there and see how they do.
Yeah, I would say sometime soon we'll have to do a Thousand Suns Harlequins fight, because that is like classic.
Oh yeah. Well, there's even art in the Kill Team book specifically depicting that that fight too. So we'll have to do that soon. I was actually thinking of bringing the Thousand Suns, but I realized due to what I've been filming and everything like that, Orks haven't been on. Yeah, Orks are next up. Sure. So and also as my personal first army, I feel like it's a nice, like, they're like a good welcome to the channel.
Yeah, sure.
Army, they're like, this is our territory.
And they're always down for a scrap.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So for the Orks today, the leader is always the Lucky Blue Git. Oh, actually, before I go into that, you're playing Dreaming Shadow.
Oh yeah. Dreaming Shadow is the mask form. So that's the one where it's like I kind of get a last laugh.
Mm-hmm. I don't get
it. If they haven't skipped to the game by now, they definitely will have.
Yeah. Well, that's the
anyway. Okay. So when they die on a 4-up, they can either shoot as if it were the shooting phase, or they can make a single attack.
A single attack. Okay.
And since they all have pistols, I could shoot you with a pistol if I'm in combat with.
Interesting. We'll have to. I'll talk to you off camera about rules resolutions with pistols and combat and dying on the turn you charged, and whether or not you can actually shoot the pistol.
That's true.
But we'll cover that off camera and we'll sort it out. So Orks.
Yes.
Bad Moons.
Yeah. Lucky Blue Git.
The Lucky Blue Git as the leader. I can tell you, he'll be doing a lot of hiding today. Not that that's much different than what he normally does.
He's going to change up the tactics. And hide even further back.
Yeah, soon I have to get you on. You have to bring a Cabal only thing, and then I have to run the 20 grot list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miserable. Okay.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. So he'll be doing his normal thing of trying to get out of line of sight and just let everybody know, hey, the enemy's
Who's
over
boss?
there.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, I just love it because he thinks he's the boss.
Right.
All the orcs he's like a mascot. They just laugh at him behind his back, and they're like, yeah.
Just ignore him the whole time. But somehow he's still providing them.
Yeah,
the
well,
extra command
because he's
points.
providing them the morale. They're
Right,
like,
yeah.
look at this guy. You
Yeah.
know? So specialists, I have a demolitions burn a boy.
Yeah.
Murph. Now,
Sure.
normally I don't really rate the demolitions burna. I feel like if you're taking demolitions, you take a knob with a combi scorcha. But I'm already wounding you on 3s with the strength 4 burna.
Yeah.
So here it's real nice.
Yeah.
So wounding on 2s if you're obscured.
And honestly, if you're forcing wounds on me, it's just
That's all you need.
it's game over, man.
Yeah. Then I have a boss knob from the boys unit. Since we're basically only on the core book rules for these guys because it's all players.
Yeah. Minus the traits. Or
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I decided I'd stick with the core book here
Cool.
as well.
All right, fair enough.
So he's just got the 6-up save.
Okay.
Not that the 4-up save would have mattered against those blast pistols anyway.
Yeah, that's not going to matter.
But could have mattered against Shuriken, I guess. But
Yeah, that would be the one thing. Yeah.
but he's got a big choppa.
Unless I roll a 6. Then it's AP minus 3. Anyway.
So he's got a big choppa and a slugga. And I went with the big choppa here instead of the power claw because strength 7, wounding on 2s anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
And then I'm not taking a minus to hit for an unwieldy power claw.
Yeah, sure.
AP minus 1, you get your 4-up invuln, so you know,
doesn't
and
matter,
then
yeah.
2 damage is good enough.
Is good,
Flat
yeah.
2 is good. Then a Luda Spanna with a custom Mega Blasta. He's my comms specialist.
Sure.
I don't expect him to do anything besides buff my 2 non-specialists
Ludas.
Ludas.
Does he hurt himself on hit rolls on 1?
On a natural roll of a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll
he'll
wound
do a
himself.
mortal wound to himself. But Bad Moons, of course, reroll
Reroll
ones
ones.
in
Yeah,
the
okay.
shooting phase.
All right.
So not in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which, you know...
Maybe it'll happen today.
maybe it will. But he's also got stick bombs, so in a real clutch thing, you can just throw
toss a
that
stick
instead. But 2 Ludas, they're
Yeah.
providing the heavy fire support.
Cool.
Again, strength 7, wounding on 2s, AP minus 1, damage 2. Basically, Ludas are long range big choppas.
Yeah.
So I almost kind of want to make a Luda one day that's just holding 2 big choppas. And he's like
You're just doing the
throwing them.
axe throwing thing. Just
Yeah. And then to round
throwing
it
at
out,
48
Yeah.
inches.
yeah, he's just got one really good
Big
arm, and he's
arm,
like,
yeah. Nice.
So rounding it out here, 4 Shooda boys,
Nice.
and 3 Gretchen. That's Spurtle, Spawn, and Lumps.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you know, classic names all around.
Yeah.
Good orcish names.
Yeah.
So that's them. Bad Moons. We're re-rolling 1s. We're gonna just try to not let you into combat, and we're just gonna try to shoot you off before.
Yeah.
you can,
And as long as you do that and just kill one guy, then you win.
yeah.
So
Speaking of winning, the mission we're playing today is take prisoners. Since it is a Harlequin debut, we wanted to pick a mission that was like going to be interesting with the 2 lists, have a little back and forth. Obviously, I'm very heavy shooting. I don't really want to get into combat with the Harlequins, but I still am Orks. So each boy, Luda, everything is rocking 2 attacks. 3 attacks if you're the knob in combat. I mean, so that's pretty respectable for a shooting list here.
Yeah.
And then it's all strength 4. You know, well, of course, except the Gretchen. But they don't count. We all know that they don't count.
yeah, but they're the best unit in the game.
They are.
If you've watched the video,
They are.
and if
And,
not, good, watch that.
You better believe that I'm going to be trying to take a Harlequin out with a Gretchen. It's gonna be.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna
If I can make it happen, I'll be so hyped.
Yeah.
So that's it. We're playing Take Prisoners. So that's it. We're ready to go into the game. If you want to make sure to see these videos every week in your feed, make sure to subscribe. You can do that either hitting the subscribe button below, or there's actually a little watermark down in the bottom corner. You can just click that as well. And if you like the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you liked, what you enjoyed, or of course, you know, if we make a rules mistake, let us know.
Let it rip.
But you guys are already doing that, so
they're already actively doing this. So.
yeah, you've already messed something up in the pregame discussion.
Yeah. Well, see, you know, you don't get D3 attacks with the big choppa, so it's not really like a Luda is a someone.
Excellent. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we are getting ready to deploy here. The Orks for the scouting phase have picked plant traps. So we rolled a 2 on the D3. So the things that we're going to trap here are going to be this piece here and this piece here. All right, and we'll go ahead and get deployed, and we'll come right back. We are here and all set up for this game of Kill Team Orks versus the Harlequins. The mission is take prisoners. So basically what that means is we can only score points by taking models out of action while we're within 1 inch of them. And that can happen at any time, shooting phase, fight phase, anything like that. Psychic phase, if we had psychic. You'll gain a point for taking a model out of action, 3 points for taking the enemy leader out of action.
Okay.
And let's see, let's double check really quick if there's a penalty or anything for breaking.
No, there's not. I looked through it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
we're
no penalties for breaking, no extra points or anything like that. So there we are, an abandoned manufactorum, once held by the Imperium. Unbeknownst to them, housing a large amount of Xenos as well, underground, a webway portal that Kill Team Fat Tuesday now has come out to defend.
I mentioned they make the sound that the putties make
putties
from Power Rangers.
Oh, man. Perfect.
They're actually speaking, but the masks just
like garble
obscure the voice. Yeah.
And now also host to small orc insurgency. You can see their piles of rubble already taking over the field. Just to talk about the field a bit, of course, anywhere you see piles of rubble, we're going to play those as difficult terrain, which is not super impactful for the Harlequins because they do have those flip belts, but it could make a difference on certain things. We'll find out.
Sure.
Anywhere where, of course, you see any other terrain, we'll be playing those all true line of sight. Just quick mention too, I set this here just so this is less than 2 inches apart there, which means that we can just vault over it and continue on there. Unabashed. I mean, you can for sure because you have your flip belts.
Yes.
You ignore any vertical. But just in case something happens and I get an orc up there, they can move across that unhindered. Just to talk really quick, so scouting phase, right? Tim, you had picked scout out enemy forces.
Yes.
Yeah, and you held back your leader
And the veteran.
and the veteran.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they got deployed after that.
Yep.
Orcs had picked plant traps, which I already filmed, pointing out what was trapped, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right. So all that bookkeeping being done, we are all set now to go into this game. We'll go into the initiative phase, unless you're spending.
Yes, I will be.
Yes.
Adaptive tactics for the vet.
Yes, so veteran, tactic, adaptive. So we get 1 CP down there for the Harlequins.
Yep.
And your veteran gets to make a pregame move. That includes advancing or charging if you're wanting to.
It does. I'm going to advance him.
You're going to advance him? Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Let's see the roll.
A
That's
1.
a 1. Okay.
So that's going to be 9 inches.
That's a 9-inch move, though. That's pretty hot. And there he comes shooting across the flip belts. You can just imagine him deftly tumbling over top of the silo here and then landing right here. This does pretty drastically change the scape of the game here, especially if Harlequins manage to take the initiative, which we'll go ahead and do now. Orcs roll a 9.
Oh no, a 3.
Oh, a 3. Very interesting. Okay, so that means Orcs have the initiative. We'll go ahead and take our movements, and we will be right back. All right, so it is the end of the movement phase, and my, oh my, what an eventful one it was. So, as I'm sure you can tell by the swath of tokens here for the Orcs, we just readied up our entire shooting line here just to prepare ourselves for the Harlequins.
Yes.
Our demolition specialist here, he advanced up. He rolled a 4, excuse me, giving him a 9, moving him up to there near the gantry walkway. Then our Gretchen and our combat specialist charged our veteran here, who had used his pregame move there.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is it for the Orks. Tim, why don't you tell me what happened with the Harlequins?
So Lady Luck did not smile upon us this day.
Yeah, Harlequins had a bit of a tough die roll.
Yeah, so I moved that guy with a 1. I think that we got that one on camera for the adaptive tactics.
Right.
You rolled well for the charges, and he got double charged. The medic stim shot the Zealot.
Right.
Who
medic,
just
by
got,
the way, Zealot right there.
And the Zealot just got into the knob.
Right.
With a abysmal charge roll. I think it was a 3-3-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the medic himself actually rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
And he got into both the knob and
the Gretchen.
Yeah.
And his movement actually triggered my trap here.
Yep.
Which we rolled for. No mortal wounds were caused. All the tests were passed.
Yeah.
There.
But this guy, who I declared a charge on the same pocket, this non-specialist, landed here with a charge move, triggered the
other trap,
which went off, and he got
Delta mortal wound.
Yeah, so he got a flesh wound already on him. This guy rolled a 4 on 3d6 and decided not to move.
And didn't take movement. Any movement would have left him out in the open.
And then my leader didn't see the guy with the flamer hiding behind the gantry and just advanced, and now he's going to get shot at.
There you go. So that is...
So sorry, viewers.
No. It's fine. Because this is where the action is, really.
Sure.
So with that, that's movement phase. Our 2 traps have gone off. Now at this point, we will have to take a dangerous terrain test here if he moves, and we'll have to take a dangerous terrain test here if he moves. But that'll be in round 2 when that happens.
Yeah.
Because thankfully. Or at least I don't think your flip belts override the fact that you still have to take the test, because fly models still have to take the test if they move.
I'll read it, but I don't think so.
But so with that, we'll be ready to go into the shooting phase for round 1. And my oh my, is it going to be an interesting one here? Obviously, the Orks have a ton of shooting lined up. We're going to go ahead and check ranges and line of sight, and we'll come back to resolve. So we are ready. We've checked our ranges and line of sight here for the shooting phase on round 1. Basically, the Gretchen are all out of range, so that's our 2 Gretchen here, and our leader are all out of range. And then this one boy here is out of range of anyone, so we've just went ahead and removed their tokens because they won't be firing. We're going to start off here actually with our comm specialist. He's just within range of our guy here and can see him. So that's one of your just normal
yeah, that's the non-specialist dude.
Yeah. So we'll roll, and we're looking for a 6 here because we're long range and obscured.
Okay. Oh no.
We're looking for a 2 to wound.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So that's that there. Okay. Now we'll just go ahead and we'll go to this Luda. He's going to fire everything at our same non-specialist here. And he'll go ahead and receive the comms bonus from the comms. So we're within half range, but you're obscured, so that'll put us back to hitting on 5s with the comms bonus.
Okay.
So number of shots is just 1 shot.
Okay.
That's kind of a shame, but whatever. 5s to hit.
Oh no.
Gets the hit. It'll be 2s to wound.
Come on, baby. Okay.
Gets the wound. AP is -1.
Come on, dice. No.
So that's 2 damage. So now you do have your intervening terrain here, but you have a flesh wound, so it's just going to be a straight injury roll. And we'll roll 2d6 for that. Oh, wow. It's just a flesh wound.
He is a bloodied mess.
I think I have to CP reroll that there. If I can secure an early kill on a Harlequin.
That'll be good.
Yeah. There we go. There's the out of action. Okay. So he's out of action. I'm down to 1 CP. And we'll carry on with the shooting phase. We'll go ahead and go to this Luda, firing all the way across to your other non-specialist here.
Yep.
Number of shots is just 1, hitting on a 6.
Oh, wow.
Hits, wounding on a 2.
Oh, my
wounds.
Goodness. All right. Surely I can roll a 4. Yay,
Yeah,
a
there
5
it is.
even.
Even, yes. Okay. So actually, that makes then, I believe, all of our boys here now are out of range or
Yeah, 'cause
line of
that guy
sight because
got shot.
he's the only one open. The leader is, of course, tucked back behind this piece, so he's out of line of sight from any of these boys. So all these boys are done.
Done. Okay.
Last thing to resolve now is, of course, our Demolitions Burn-a-Boy. He can just see your leader here. Let's see if we can capture this. There he is. You can see his little arm poking out there behind the terrain. So he's going to go ahead and fire into your leader.
Yes.
And I'm going to spend 1 CP, so I'll go down to 0 for Pyromaniac. So it's going to turn
the
his
D6.
Burna into a D6 flamer instead
Nice.
of a D3. So D6 shots for 5 shots. That's what we were looking for. I've used Pyromaniac so many times and gotten like 2 for the shots and been like, well, okay. Now these are auto hitting.
Yes.
And it would be 3s to wound because strength 4 to toughness 3, but we are demolitions, so now 2s to wound.
It's not good. Oh my god.
And that's all wounds right there.
Okay.
So that's 5 saves. There's no AP on these though.
Oh, that's good. 4 up invul, regardless.
You don't have a 3-up save?
No.
Really? I thought
Really? Fails 2.
Okay. So it's just damage 1 though. And injury is just a flesh wound.
Okay.
That was a
big.
clincher of a moment of a certain body part, if you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
I can relax now a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit though. So that's actually going to be it for Orks. We're all done firing because everything was readied.
Yeah.
Then there was the Burn-a-Boy, and then I have combat. So
Okay.
so that's it for that. So
Yep.
you have a little bit of shooting now as well.
I do?
Oh wait, he's got a pistol.
Yeah. They're all pistols, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
there is a mask form you can take where that changes the pistol into assault. But
not
this one.
Oh.
oh yeah, I forgot. I
yeah.
could roll for that guy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Okay, let's roll. So 4 up, he can do something. He
can
can do something.
Okay. And so
I don't know if he'd be able to do anything because
well,
they're
he
in
would
combat,
definitely. Well, what's the range on his pistol? It's probably 12, right?
6 inches for the fusion pistol.
6 inches for the fusion. Let's go ahead and check some stuff, and we'll come right back. We checked our range from where the Harlequin was, and he would be within range of the Gretchen to fire, but unfortunately you can't fire into combat, even though he has a pistol.
He would have had to be within an inch already to fire it.
And
yeah.
and again, guys, if we've somehow gotten that rules resolution wrong, let us know down in the comments, and we'll fix it.
Yeah, that one would be a good one to know for future games.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll actually go straight into the combat phase, the fight phase. Starting off with charging models, so now everything in this little pocket charged except for your veteran.
Correct. Yeah.
So it'll start with me, then we'll go to one of yours, then we'll go to my Gretchen, then back to you. So I'm going to start here with my combat specialist, of course. He's got 3 attacks base because he's a knob, a 4th attack for the combat specialism. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
And I think I'm tempted to just do 2 and 2 here. 2 into your veteran, 2 into your medic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So we'll do the 2 for the veteran first. Those both hit. 2s to wound. 1 wound on that. Only 1 wound. AP
4
minus
up.
1.
No.
Oh, 2 damage.
Ouch. Oh, God.
That's an out of action there. Okay, so the veteran's pasted.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Now let's do 2 attacks on the medic.
Hey.
That's a double 1 right there.
That's what you like.
All right, so even though we do take him out of action, because he has friendly models within 2 inches,
Right. He's okay.
there will be no points scored there for the Orks.
Okay.
So with that, then, you can go ahead and swing with either your Zealot or your...
Yeah, so the Zealot's just going to go absolutely insane into this Gretchen right now.
This one Gretchen?
So he's got 6 attacks because he got stim shotted.
Ooh, that's brutal. That is brutal. We do not like these.
Hitting on 3s.
2 1s.
2 1s, there you go.
Okay.
So that's 4 hits.
These are going to be wounding on 2s here.
Wounding on 2s, strength 5. So got 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
At AP minus 1.
So that's going to be no save.
All right, and then it's D3 damage.
So you roll these one at a time. So 2 damage, and then now you'll go to injury roll with the 2. Which is an out-of-action result. Which, again, out of action, but because I have the combat specialist within 2 inches, no points are scored there.
Right.
So, last thing... and then do you want to...
Yeah.
You're going to pile in?
Yeah, I'm just going to tuck him in there.
There you go. So 3 inches will get him here. Now, the last thing to do is, of course, the medic into our combat specialist. We're really hoping to survive this one.
That would
because you will score a point if you take him out of action.
Yes. So this is going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Dropped 1 already.
3 hits.
That's what we like. Come on, Orks.
Wounding on 4s now with the kiss. Just
Only
the
1 wound.
AP -1.
Goes straight through. Damage.
D3.
Ooh, it's
just
the 1. And he is a 2 wound model because he is a knob. So that means he does survive.
Ouch.
Very interesting, actually. So we'll just go straight to morale. No morale check needed on either side. No break check.
Yep.
And then you do have a flesh wound here, though, so you do need to take a nerve check for him.
Yeah.
What's our leadership on the player
So
there?
everybody is leadership 8, and one other thing I forgot for Dreaming Shadow is they get to subtract 1 from nerve tests in addition to their little 4-up thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
That reminds me, I got to swing with the veteran. I forgot to do that to see if he does his death swing.
Roll a die to see if the veteran gets to swing.
Does he get to swing?
He does.
And he's swinging into that dude.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's hitting on 3 with a combat.
Oh, hits.
Wounds on 4. Wounds. D3 damage. 3 damage. Okay.
Oh, it's an out of
6.
action no matter how you do it. So actually, he is taken out of action there.
Well, I think what would happen, so order of operations, you killed him first.
Yes.
So that would have theoretically killed him.
Yes.
So the Gretchen is the guy
Gretchen
I capture.
so you would capture the Gretchen. So we'll hand the Gretchen over here to signify a point there.
Yeah.
Which is actually interesting. So then in that case, still no break check or anything for the
But let me check the
we do
nerve
need
check.
to still take the nerve here. So you have a -1 for Dreaming Shadow, but a +2 here for 2 models out of action.
And flesh wound?
No. Flesh wounds don't modify. So just a +1 to the roll. 5 + 1 is 6, so you pass.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we'll go up to 2 CP apiece.
So I probably wouldn't even need to roll, I guess.
Yeah, I probably didn't need to,
Yeah.
but it was interesting.
Yeah.
So we're up to 2 CP apiece, and we'll go into the initiative phase for round 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 8 and a double 1 there.
Swinging around.
Yeah, that's it. I've had a number of games go like this where it's looking strong for my team, and then
all of a sudden
and then it just farts out. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and take our movements, and we will be right back. So it is the end of the movement phase. Mm-hmm. Tim, tell us what you did with the Harlequins.
So what we did over here is we moved the medic and the zealot that were standing out in the middle. We charged them into the group of 3.
Them over and across.
Yeah, the 2 boys and the Gretchen. And got in, and we stim shotted the zealot again. We had a little think over here, because the leader didn't want to get shot by this flamer guy.
Right.
So I moved this guy that was hiding behind this barrel up here to block line of sight to the leader so he could charge into the flamer.
Yes.
But I rolled hot on the charge. I declared these guys back here, and actually wound up moving the leader back to support that group back there.
Right.
So this guy's now out in the open, probably going to get just lit.
But it did give you a good move here with your leader.
Yes.
Because when you declared with your leader, you also declared my Burna Boy there, forcing him to retreat because he could no longer see.
So at least he can't fire now.
So then for the Orks, now your charge over here, you only ever made it into combat with the boy and the Gretchen here.
Right.
This boy was out, so I charged him into support. I went ahead and charged this Luda into support as well.
Yep.
I have to try to get as many bodies on there as possible to try to not let you score any more points. We're going to try to grind it out right there.
Sure.
Meanwhile, I had my comm specialist, the boy here, the Gretchen, and the boy here all moved up just to get within 9 and unobscured from your guy there. So we're going to be hitting our full ballistic skill, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then our leader here, he advanced. He's starting he's starting to try to make his way away from this, because just in case I don't manage to clear this mob here, I really don't want my leader taken out of action like that. And then we just readied up here. I didn't put a token. We readied up here because he didn't need to. He didn't need to move because we already are within half and unobscured from here. So with that, we're going to go right into the shooting phase.
Sure.
Which
I have nothing.
Yes, it's all orcs.
Yeah.
So we're going to just go right into it.
Sure.
So shooting phase, we're going to start off with readied models, of course, here with the Luda. He's going to receive the comms benefit there, so we're going to be hitting on 4s with him, which is real nice. Orcs hitting on 4s. So number of shots first is the 3. That's what we really like. This is, of course, shooting into the only valid target here.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s because of that comms buff.
Ooh.
Well, we got 1 hit, no re-rolls, and then it's going to be 2s to wound.
Yep.
Gets the wound. AP is -1.
4 up. No.
No. 2 damage. Injury roll. That's just a flesh wound.
Okay.
We're going to leave it. I normally would be tempted to try to re-roll that, but I want to save my CP for something else later. And I have a lot more shooting to do still, so likelihood here that I can get him down. So we'll go ahead and go into the comm specialist next. Firing across here, hitting on a 5 up. Re-roll the 1 though for bad moons. Hits, 2s to wound, gets the wound. AP -3, but you're in vuln.
No.
No. D6 damage
2.
for 2. Injury roll, +1 to this roll. There it is, out of action with the 4.
Bam.
Okay. Whew. That's what we were afraid of, what we needed. So all the other guns now inconsequential, can't fire.
Right.
So that actually will be the end of the shooting phase.
Okay.
Are you ready to go into the combat phase, or do we need a
No, I think I'm ready.
Okay, great. We'll just head right into the combat phase, fight phase, I should say, where I'm going to spend my 2 CP for Nasher Squig. Use this tactic at the start of the fight phase. Pick an enemy model within an inch, and on a 4 up, deal a mortal wound.
Uh-oh.
We're doing your leader.
Oh, no.
So on a 4 up, we deal a mortal wound to him.
Oh, no.
That's it. Mortal wound. No save, of course. So then we have an injury roll with a +1 modifier.
Oh, God.
Thanks to your flesh wound. Oh, 3 becomes a 4 with the +1.
He gone.
Leader out of action.
But does he get to swing at you? He does.
He does. Dude, you've been rolling hot on these things. So I take it he'll just fight into the boy.
I think he's going to shoot at the boy because the gun he has does D3 damage.
Okay, so actually this is the thing we were saying earlier in the write-up. So now pistols can't be fired the turn you charged. No gun can be fired the turn you charged.
Okay.
And you can't fire pistols if you were charged.
But I think the shooting says the wording says as if it were the shooting phase.
Okay. Let's just double check that and we'll be right back. Okay, so we looked it up, and yes, so the wording is he gets to shoot as if it were the shooting phase or fight as if it were the fight phase. So he's going to shoot his pistol into this boy. Now, the other thing we talked about is he did have a flesh wound on him. So our understanding is that he'll still suffer the penalty for the flesh wound. Of course, if we're doing that wrong, just let us know.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll take a crack shot with his gun.
That doesn't matter anymore.
Woo!
Okay. I got one
CP.
I do have a CP left. I was going to save it for doing the fight with 2 guys thing with the leader, but now that he's dead, I'll just re-roll it.
That's going to be a hit.
Off. So the Neuro disruptor is strength 4.
Okay.
Oh, does not wound. Okay.
So that's it. Leader out of action. Again, though, no points scored for the Orks on that one because models within 2. So now continuing on with the fight phase, we go to models that have charged, which is going to be our 2 Harlequins and then our boy and our Luda. And starting off with the player who has initiative, which is, of course, Kill Team Fat Tuesday.
Kill Team Fat Tuesday. So I'm going to swing with the medic first because
medic, sure.
Right now only the leader or only the zealot is in contact with the boy.
Right.
I want to try to use some consolidation and stuff to sort of clear a path for the zealot to get in.
Gotcha.
So the medic's going to put all of his attacks into the Luda. Hopefully clear him out.
Okay. Yeah.
Move him around and then move him into the
that
pocket.
could be big.
So 4 attacks in the Luda, hitting on 3s. Okay.
Oh boy.
That's a
all
pretty
have
good roll.
hit. That's a real good roll.
Forced wound with kiss.
Yep.
2 wounds.
Okay. 2 wounds.
AP -1 though.
Goes right through.
D3 damage.
D3. Oh no,
3.
for 3. It's looking like this loot is going to be out of action. Yep, there it is with the 4. Loot is out. Okay. But again, no points scored.
Yeah.
So now we'll go ahead. We'll fight with this boy here.
Well, yeah. The goal, is to get him.
Right.
Boom there.
Yep. We'll fight with the boy here who charged into your medic. So this is going to be 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Both have hit.
Okay.
It's going to be wounding on 3s. Oh, the double 1. That's not what the orcs needed. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to make sure that he's within 2. Okay.
Okay.
So 2 saves.
No,
Fails 1.
I rolled a double 1 for the wounds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
well,
no,
2 saves anyway.
just making sure. I mean, I'll keep the 2 saves with 1 fail
Sure.
for later if you want.
Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and go into the Zealot. We're about to see the power of a juiced up Zealot.
Yeah, so he's going to move in here.
Okay. So now, just to be clear, the only one he can fight is, of course, this boy.
Oh, still the boy. Ah, that stinks.
Because he only made a successful charge on the boy.
Okay, fair enough. So then a lot of attacks into the boy. So that's 5. And that's that many that hit. 4.
Yep.
Or no, I'm sorry. I should have rolled 1 more because he got juiced.
Yes,
Because it would have
go
6.
ahead.
Yep.
There you go. That's
All
fine.
right, 5. Forced wounds. Or
Okay,
3
3
to wound rather because it's strength 5 on the charge.
Yes. 4 wounds.
4 wounds -1.
No save.
Yep. D3.
2. Can we survive? Oh no, with the 6, it's an out of action. Okay. Last thing to have happen then is, of course, the Gretchen. He'll fight into the Zealot specialist on a 5-up.
Oh.
On a 5-up.
Oh.
No. Okay. All right. So that is then it. So we'll go ahead and go into morale.
Yes.
Now there are 4 out of action for the Harlequin, so we do need to take a break check for them.
Yes.
So highest leadership on the board is 8.
Yeah.
So just 2d6, and on a 5 you're fine. You have no flesh wounds on these guys, so no nerve checks there.
Yep.
Now for the orcs, I have 4 out of action, so no break check needed, and no flesh wounds either here for the orcs. So current standing 1 point to 0 in favor of the Harlequins, and we'll go into initiative for round.
One last thing. When this guy was ripped from existence, I didn't roll for him.
Oh yes,
And he can shoot
yes,
you with
you're
his
right.
pistol.
Yep. So go ahead and roll. See on a 4-up.
Sorry, guys. Okay.
He gets it,
3.
and you're shooting
at him.
This guy, yeah.
So that is a
3,
hit.
but he had a flesh
Flesh
wound.
wound. Okay, so
no
still
hits,
hits,
so there
though.
we go. Okay. Oh yes.
Because he rolled a 4,
yep,
yeah.
I can do math.
Strength 8, so 2s.
Yeah. No save.
AP -4. A D6 damage. Oh my
6
God.
damage. Okay, if you could just roll 6 1s, 2s, and 3s,
Yeah.
I would be appreciative of it.
That'd be good karma.
Oh wow, almost. You only
Almost.
got the 2, but so the demolition is out of action. Sorry about doing that so out
Yeah,
of order,
yeah.
guys. It's
I'll remember it eventually.
yeah. This is only the 2nd piloting ever of the Harlequins.
And first time with a mask form.
First time with the form.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll both go up to 2 CP.
I'll go to 1.
Oh,
Sad days.
Yes, just 1 CP for the Harlequins, and we'll go ahead into our initiative phase for round 3.
10.
7 to 10. The Harlequins have the initiative again. That's actually what the orcs wanted here.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and take our movements, and we'll be right back. Right, so we are at the end of the movement phase here for round 3. A really interesting one.
Yeah.
We were talking about it off camera. Harlequins might have locked up this one. We're going to find out, though. So, Tim, briefly, what did you do with the Harlequins?
I fell back.
That's it. Just fell back right
Yep.
here. Okay, orcs, we declared a WA. That's a tactic WA. 2 CP. When I move, I can add 1 to movement, add 1 to advance and charge rolls. Now, we did try to charge here. We were within 12. We needed the big boy charge right here. We did fail the charge, unfortunately. It would have been really cheeky to charge in, touch here, everyone shoots, kills this guy.
Right,
and then,
yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't pay off. But we did go ahead. Orcs are not known to run from a fight. So orcs are going to at least try to take out a model here. And it does go to round 4. and we will have 2 CP again, and so your only option will be to run away.
Yes.
And I can wah again, and I can actually maybe catch you and tie up the game. But so what we did is we advanced here. We fell back these guys. That was to clear the way for him. We moved here, and then moved here. That's going to get all of these guys here into half range and unobscured there. He's charged, so he can't fire, and then that movement's going to get him unobscured, and of course half range because he's Luda. Meanwhile, the Gretchen leader just tucked up back here because the one thing I didn't want to do is overextend accidentally here and then have you on turn 4 charge back
right
in
onto the leader,
then,
yeah.
make it really dirty. So with that, we'll just move straight into the shooting phase.
Yep.
We'll start off with our boy here, firing into the
Zealot.
Yeah. Actually, he'll fire into the medic just for cheek because it's all 6s anyway since he advanced.
Sure.
So the penalty for obscure won't matter. So
Okay.
6s. No, but reroll the
Reroll.
1 for bad moons. No. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and go into the Gretchen here. He'll fire into your Zealot, hitting on a 4-up. No. Then we'll fire this boy here into the Zealot, 5s and 6s. Reroll the 1 for bad moons. No.
Reroll the 1 for
And then lastly, then we'll do the Luda here. Gets the comms benefit here, negates the heavy penalty for moving. So we're back to hitting on 5s into the Zealot. Number of shots is 2.
Nice. Little rim trick there. Oh, my
Double
goodness.
hit. 2s to wound. Just 1 wound.
Okay.
AP -1.
No problem. Okay.
2 damage. Injury roll. Out
He's
of
dead.
action.
Which one was that, sorry?
That's the Zealot.
Zealot? Okay.
All right. So again, normally it might look bleak right now, but for turn 4, because if I get initiative here,
Yeah.
that's huge.
That is big.
It's huge. And then I could actually tie the game
You
at
could.
the end.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and go into initiative for... actually, you need to check if you break.
Yeah.
So on 7, you're
No.
fine.
Yeah.
And no nerve check because you don't have a flesh wound. Orks with 5 out of action still don't have to check for breakage. So we'll just go into initiative. Orks really needing to grab this initiative. Not on a 3. Oh,
4.
no. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do our movements, and we'll either come back with a shooting phase or we'll be talking about it because if you move too far away and I can't catch you, then you've won the game. Okay. So really interesting things happened here. We used Harlequins used prismatic blur
And Warrior Acrobats.
Warrior
so
Acrobats.
auto 6 advance and a 3-up invul.
Yes, so made quite the dash over this way.
Yep.
Orcs declared Wa again. Now this boy has just rolled a 12 for his
It was
charge
awesome.
range. And with the +1 gives him a 13, which means we've just measured it.
It's
we
like
painstakingly
just there.
measured it. So we're in.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, because this is the game, right?
Yeah,
here,
we're going to fight on top of the, of
is
course.
We're going to go right here.
Yep.
This hero boy, if he does it, he's going to earn himself a name.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's going to be a war boss.
Yeah, he'll be something.
At least a knob.
He'll absolutely be a knob if he does this.
Yeah.
So, Orcs charged. So they get the attack. Hitting on 3s. Double hit.
Double hit. All right.
Wounding on 3s. That's just 1 wound. Okay, now before you roll this, we both understand you now are out of CP.
I'm out of CP.
So you can't re-roll a 3-up invuln.
I can't.
And if I take you out, I'll tie the game.
Right. Unless I roll a 4
yes.
and then I do my stupid shit.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So 3-up invuln. Roll a 1 or 2 here, man. Please, for the dramatic effect. Please roll a 1 or 2. No! Okay, that's it. That's the game. Harlequins take the game with the mission, take prisoners. Let's talk about it. So there you have it, man. Harlequin victory.
Yeah.
What a cool game, though.
They had the last laugh.
Yes. So, super epic moments. Obviously, the ending, what like a nail biter, like
Dude.
get down to
Yeah.
the very end.
Well, and I literally couldn't have pulled that off if I didn't have the the CP left by just not spending one like the previous turn, and then like just so cool, like whatever the Harlequins were there for in their mysterious ways, whether it's a relic or securing a webway portal or something like that. That last dude, the medic, just like dashing off with it. The boy like having the perfect trajectory to be like, I'm going after him.
Yeah.
The one swing, like the Matrix style dodge, and then just like takes off.
Yes.
So it was an awesome ending.
Oh man, so cool, so cool.
Yeah, and I knew with this list and with how much shooting that you brought to bear, like I had to, one, entice you into shooting dudes as much as I could to deny those points, because every guy you kill with shooting, you know, I don't have that many models to begin with.
Right. It's a point that I can no longer score.
Right, exactly. And then on top of that, I knew I really had to pick my battles and pick where I was choosing to attack you, even like the positioning of things. Because last time I played with the Harlequins, and it was a good learning lesson, is I was like, oh, they can charge up to 18 inches if I roll 666, you know.
And you just,
they got so many
like
attacks, they're blenders, so it's like, oh man, I'm just going to treat them like human missiles. I'm going to send a guy over here and a guy over there and a guy over there, and you clear some stuff out, and then you die, and then you lose. So as tempting as it is, I think, to divide them up, it's good to keep them together in a little bubble and just kind of hit people on the flanks and stuff like that and work your way through. So they're definitely a scalpel type army.
Yeah. And I will say too, that Dreaming Shadow thing, obviously you were rolling very hot.
Yeah, but what an awesome trait too.
Yeah. But without it, then you actually don't get certain key. You actually don't get
I don't get the one kill I got,
you don't get the point. Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
And that actually then changes the further movements of the game and everything. So without Dreaming Shadow, you don't take the game.
Yeah. Basically, that's crazy. And the only prisoner being the
Grot. He had some sort of important.
He was important.
He must have stolen a bit of.
Well, I think it was this guy holding
it
was holding the thing aloft. So maybe that was.
Yeah,
actually,
it was a piece of webway. Like it was part of the gate, and he was like, "Oi, what's this?" And then they were like,
I don't know, Zolgoth. Go play with it over there.
Yeah, the rest of the orcs are like, MVP for you, do you think? Probably the medic.
The medic, the medic won the game.
Well, and he kept stim-shotting the Zealot, which really pumps the Zealot up.
It does, yeah. It's a cool trick. Definitely good. If I had more opportunities with the Zealot to divide up his attacks too, having a nice even 6, he could put 3 and 3 into something. So really cool combo for them. I think one of the handful of times I think the medic, I would actually rate the medic for an army is for the Harlequins for sure.
I think medic is it's like almost a sleeper pick for a lot of armies where like if you build the right list, a medic can just take that up and over the top with it. You know, because the medic stim shotting a Zealot specialist, huge. And I mean even for non-specialists, stim shotting a non-specialist basically makes them a combat specialist or what have you for free. And so it's almost like if you can play if you don't mind spending the CP every round and you can play intelligently to make it work for you, it's almost like having multiple specialists in the one medic.
Yeah, that's true. So I probably MVP though. I mean, every guy on the team had a cool moment. Even the dude that sacrificed himself to protect the leader from Overwatch, and then took out the demo specialist with his dying shot. I'd probably say MVP is just Dreaming Shadow. The trait.
The trait was big.
Because like we said, if I didn't have that, literally, I would have probably lost.
Orks, I'm really happy. This is probably the shootiest list I've ever taken.
Oh yeah.
I'm really happy. We talked about this. This is why we played Take Prisoners. Basically any other game type, this list way overpowers that one.
Well, I definitely would have probably played some stuff differently too. I would have been hiding a lot more, I think.
Yeah, because with all the shooting, I was taking a model out a turn.
Right.
And for when you're only playing 6 models, a model a turn, huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Exactly.
And it wasn't just a model, it was a model and then put a flesh wound or something else on someone else. So it was like forcing those multiple injury checks. I really like the Ludas just as non-specialists. I used to think heavy specialist was the way to go with them, But the fact of the matter is that you just want to park them anyway.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to be moving them realistically, so that saves you a specialist slot with them.
Yeah.
Comms, of course, is great. I mean,
good.
That's great because then that resets you back to your 5-up ballistic skill for your Ludas. The combat boss knob, he did his job.
Yeah,
He literally did his job.
Yeah.
He took a model out.
Took them all out.
You know, the Shooter Boys. You know, people don't rate Shooter Boys, but the fact is, you're not going to be in combat every turn.
Yeah.
And the flexibility that they provide is still nice. And Orks have plenty of tricks like the itching for a fight tactic and like the Nasher Squig, which what a cool moment that was too. Your leader charges in, he's getting ready to swing, and then all of a sudden a Squig climbs up over top of the Orc and just chops his head off. You know,
and that's probably why he couldn't get the final swing off that he was trying to. Just like
he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the flexibility they provide is huge to be able. They're still decent in combat with 2 attacks base, and then I mean. Just because, like I said, you're not going to be necessarily in the position to be in combat every phase, and then to actually have relevant shooting of any kind, just to be able to force those checks, big there.
Yeah, especially with bad moons, you know, you're re-rolling the ones on them anyway. I think I would prefer them over a Slugga Choppa Boy. And it's always nice too. You didn't really get to see it in this game, but anything you're going to have a game where you have to stand on an objective.
Yes,
I would rather have a guy that can do something than just
then
sit
they really
there,
shine. Demolition's Burn-A-Boy, Murph there, he did his job as well. I mean, that was what a cool moment right off the top, just being like, "Oi!" and you can imagine the flames roiling out, and just the leader, you know, the invuln save, the what is it? It's like a shimmer cloak.
Hollow Field.
Hollow Field,
or something like that.
Hollow Field can only do so much to just physical flames creeping across the battlefield. Prometheum melting the metal. And
stuff. Honestly, like it was probably the most like thematic you could have asked for, just like the way how everything sort of played out with the game. As a rising crescendo, if you will, to borrow something from the Harlequins.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I started off, man, I was like, I'm in trouble. Like, I got this guy that's going to take my leader out. I literally rolled a 4 on 3d6 for the one guy. Like, I was like, this is, got to turn around quick.
Yeah.
And then, just, you know, as luck would have it, kind of just getting off a couple of the charges and everything like that.
Well, and I will say the scouting phase for the Orks actually played a pivotal role because it did actually get a mortal wound on one of your guys.
It did.
Just for your movement, which was huge.
That's big.
Yeah. Any other big thoughts about the game?
I think I've said pretty much everything. I mean, it was great. It was down to the wire, and I think I'll be playing the Harlequins again. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to field them myself. I wanted to make sure that you got their inaugural game because you did donate to the channel. Thank you again for that.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I'm sure the audience thanks you. I'm sure they're happy to have Harlequins on the channel now.
Yeah. I'm actually working on a Craft World army as well, an Azuriani. So more to come with that, and then I'll just be the Eldar guy.
Yeah. And you have your golden Eldar as well.
My golden Eldar.
Custodes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in and playing, and for the Harlequins, and hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it.
Absolutely. There you go. And guys, we hope you enjoyed watching the Battle Report. If you did, please hit that like button and let us know down in the comments what your favorite moment was. We've been getting a lot of really good discussion both in the YouTube comments recently and over on Reddit. I've been making sure to post the videos there. I've been getting some good discussion going there. We really appreciate that. And if you want to make sure you see us every week in your feed, hit this button right over here. That's gonna let you subscribe to us. And then if you want to see a game, you know, probably featuring the Orks, because this is the first Harlequin, so I can't do a Harlequin game, you'll find that right here. Okay, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.